Here is a 1983 Panasonic desk fan that I bought from eBay. And I know the history of eBay, and I pray to God that it's not messed up. I asked them to saran wrap it so it will come in one piece, and I pray that it's not messed up. It costs quite a bit to get it. Of course, eBay always costs an arm and a leg, and as Jordan will call it, e-rip-off. So we're going to unbox this, and let's see what we're dealing with, and I hope and pray that it's in good condition. It looked like it was in fair to mint condition when I got it. It's a little bit of yellowing on the oscillator knob and the fan neck, but that's to be expected. I think the cord is heavily yellow, so he must have had it in the sun. But that's kind of the stuff to expect when you get something like this. The main thing is that it works. So let's take it out of the package and see what we're dealing with. All right, this is just the invoice. I'm not going to show you the other side because it has my address on it. But this is just talking about how much it costs and all that. My address is not on this side. That's the invoice. You can't hardly see it anyway, so don't worry about it. Looks like it's broke. Yep. So this broke right there. Like it's broke. Okay. If you look right here, the neck part is cracked. So that's busted, so I can't use it. That's exactly what happened to me the last time when I got the Lasco. So even though they saran wrapped it, it broke. So I probably won't be able to use this, and what a waste of money. Oh well, we'll see what happens. There's another one, but I'm not going to get it. I don't know where it's on. That's really unfortunate. Oh well. It is what it is. Might as well be able to throw this in the Halfway out the part out. Last time when I did my anything like that, too. So it's a lot of pieces of junk. That's what I want to come in the book. Oh, maybe it's just lost a chunk. Oh, maybe it's Turns out that that piece I showed you earlier, just that chunk of piece came out of it, but the fan is still in working use. I mean, it's still in working order. So we're gonna plug it up and see what we got. It looks really cool. I like that. It's pretty cool. It looks 70s and 80s style. But I believe it's a 1982, 83. But yeah, let's go ahead and plug it in and see what we got. I don't have a lot of room on the studio table. Perhaps maybe I can make some room and then I'll put it over there, but let's just see what happens if I try to run it here on the bed. Okay, look how yellow this is. Very yellow. Or perhaps it could be just a tan cord. It might be the original color. I don't know. Anyways, let's get it plugged up and see what we got. Okay, I don't have much space here. I'm trying to work with what I got. I do apologize, the table is full right now. So, I'm going to turn this thing on and see what we got. I'm going to turn some of the fans off so it won't interfere with the airflow. All right, here we go. Moment all I've been waiting for. Let's see if this thing runs. Looks like you can use some oil. I'm not one to take motors apart and do all that mess and oil it, so I think it might just be starting up like that from a cold start. So we'll give it some time for the motor to warm up and see what happens. Let's try to speed up to medium high and see what we get. Well, it is quiet, that's for sure. It doesn't seem like the bearings are dry, because otherwise they'll be squeaking like crazy. So I think it's probably got one of those motors that need to warm up, or any fan that's been off for a long period of time needs to warm up from a cold start. Well, does it oscillate? I'm pretty sure it does. I hope it does. So let's see. Yeah, it seemed pretty decent. It's pretty powerful. It could probably use a little bit of oil. Perhaps maybe the front bearing, I can do that. I don't know about the back bearing. I'll have to take the motor housing off, and then I have to try to take off the cap. And I don't know how brittle or how good it is, because like I showed you, that one part I showed you earlier in the neck, that little piece just broke out from it. But thankfully, it's still attached to the neck, and it's not damaged beyond that. So I got to be very, very, very careful with these type of machines when they come to me like that, and they're very fragile. Yeah, so perhaps maybe it just needs some time to warm up, and maybe over time the oil will get into the bearings that way. It doesn't sound like it's dry at all, but you could probably use a little bit maybe in the front bearing, since that's the bearing that drives the blade. It seems like the back bearing drives the oscillation. That seems to be okay. So in this case, we'll probably give it some oil in the front bearing later on. But I'm going to be using this over there by the computer. And I'm going to put the Air King over here by the bed. So there's that. You'll see more of this real soon. Thanks for watching. I'm so glad I got it. It all came in one piece, except for that little piece that broke out. That might have happened before they sent it in, but it's still good. The Mont the Fan Man, and out. There is my 1983 Panasonic with the royal blue blades.